Good morning, YTPC. How are you all doing? Just thought, while I've got a bit of free time, we'll do something a little bit different. I'm just out for a bit of a walk along the canal for the minute, look. And I thought some of you might fancy coming with us, so here we are. Smoking my little Blake Ma Love It, which is, sorry about the light, which is unfiltered, which I don't usually do, but I've never had this, never smoked this in before, so I thought, well, now's as good a time as any to try it out. With a bit of McConnell's Black Flake, which is nice. Anyways, I'm going to get myself along here and I'll catch back up with you. So we're just coming up to a spot just outside Hebden Bridge called Calais, where there's quite a lot of people live on houseboats, like, you get to see them in a second. All this spot here is like a kind of, it's like a boating club. I won't say a boating club, but it's all kind of like the same, like a community thing. We've got like right nice gardens all around here. They have little events and stuff from time to time. I think there's a nursery here and that. Not all of them live kind of like, I would say, off grid, because there's no water for them to the boats, there's no electric for them, so they're all running off their own engines and stuff. And there's quite a lot of boats here, like, sorry about the light again. We're just coming up to where I'm going to turn left and go up the hill. So we're just here by the bridge. As you can see, it's quite a nice day today, which makes a change because the weather's been hellish recently. We're just going to cross over this bridge and go up the hill for a reasonable distance, so I'll catch up with you then. So we're getting close to the top now. As you can maybe tell, my face is a bit redder, and I thought I'd wait till we got at least near the top, because anyone wants to hear me panting on like an old spaniel. But we're actually on a Pennine Way, and I've just come all the way up that track and we're going that way, and I'm hoping it's cleared well. It's a nice clear day, it's quite warm, but I'm hoping there'll be some nice views. So I'm sorry to keep starting, but these in between bits, there's not a lot to see, and you don't just want to see my face all the time. So there's my reasoning. It's all very quick for you, be like that for you. For me, there's quite a long gap in between these little snippets of video, so I do apologise, but you'll just have to bear with us. So we're here out the trees. We're just approaching a farm. From there, you go through one of their fields and cut up, and you can't, I don't know if you can make it out, but there's just, you see that spike poking out the top of that field? That's where we're heading. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. I'm having to do it all with the camera facing it, and there's no option to turn it around once you start videoing. But it's surprisingly, it's actually less windy up here than it was in the bottom of the valley. I think the valley, obviously the geography, where the canal is, you're obviously right in the valley bottom, and I think the valley must just funnel the wind up here. It's not that bad, which is great. You maybe just make that out now. That tiny little spike, just there. That's where we're heading. I'll just show you a quick. I hope you can make it out. Over there. I don't know if you can see it. And I can't zoom in, unfortunately, but over there you can see. I can see, I don't know about you, but you can see Heptonstall Church right over the other side of the valley on the top of the hill. That's where they filmed quite a lot of that latest series, the Gallows Pole, about the coiners, which I haven't watched yet because I've heard very, very mixed reviews. The book's fantastic, but if anybody's interested, I would suggest doing some research into the coiners or reading the book by Benjamin Myers, because it's a fantastic read. A lot of his stuff's good. But yeah, that's where a bit of it was set, and up over the other side over there, these bits here, was where he lived. You probably see Stoodley Pike a bit better now. There we go. Can you see it? Aye. So that's where we're headed. You'll see Stoodley Pike a bit better now. And we're not too far off it, to be honest. Just a last little pull up the hill. You can make out the Heptonstall and that a bit better from here. I don't know with this camera, but it's the best I've got. So last little pull up this hill and we're there.